Hey, how's it going? My name's Freddie and I'm from the Ugly Inside. The guys on FYP TV have asked me to come over to give you my thoughts ahead of Wednesday night's game at St Mary's. Well, this season has been helter-skelter. We've gone to Europe, we've got some fantastic results, but didn't get an away goal down there. Obviously disappointing. Lots of people that travelled over to Europe didn't come back with a souvenir. And then the next week, we go away to losers places like, well, Palace, for example. That horrific loss down at Selhurst forced us probably worst game of the season that day. But since we signed Gabbiadini, the team has grown into confidence. Redmond's been nominated for the Player of the Month, which has been deserved because he's had his critics. A lot of players have had their critics, and so has Puel this season. So Gabbiadini has lifted the entire team, scoring goals, and we look confident because of it. He scored 6 and 4, but his injury has really left a bit of dampener on our results, obviously on Saturday against Bournemouth. So, it remains to be seen whether he returns to the squad and hopefully breathe a bit more confidence in that on Wednesday. Well, the run to the cup final has really breathed a lot of confidence back to the squad because it was a bit of a respite, really. Because during the time when we were in that semi-final with Liverpool, we didn't have a best run of results, but the goals from Redmond and Long eventually, fantastic goals by the way, has really breathed confidence back to the squad. And since Gabbiadini's addition to the squad, Puel's finally found his strongest team. And before Saturday's game, he picked an unchanged team for, I think it was 5 games in a row. Before that, he was rotating literally 5 or 6 players every single week, and the team couldn't build consistency. And going into this final stage of the season, consistency is key. And I think if we finish top half, 8th or 9th is probably what we can realistically achieve. So it's a good season. Cup final, Europa League, finishing top half. I think it's job well this season. Well, if Gabbiadini doesn't start, then you've got to look at probably Shane Long or Jay Rodriguez. Came in for the Bournemouth game, probably didn't do as well as he hoped, and he looks hungry and he has the desire, but they're two different strikers in my opinion. Shane Long will get behind your back four, looking to run onto balls, whereas J Rod is more direct, he wants the ball to feet, and he'll take on players and take shots from range and has the confidence to do that. Two different types of players. Could be in the matchday squad, but he needs to have a fitness assessment for that. So for me, I'd probably go for Shane Long to start this one. But if you say there's 5 defenders, then it's going to be a really tricky task to break that down on Wednesday. Well, we have to look at Christian Benteke, of course. Great little goal against Chelsea. Nice little chip. Probably not for that goal of the month, but we love to give Jason Puncheon a bit of stick every time he comes back as well. He's always a good, talented player, and you've got to look at the other winger as well. Andros Townsend, who's also quite skillful player, taking players on, cutting inside, got a bit of skill. Very much a similar player to Nathan Redmond, in the way I see it. 2-1 Saints. Great to keep a clean sheet on Saturday, but we need to score goals, and hopefully we can score 2 more goals. Maybe Gabbiadini might in the squad. If he comes on as a substitute, and I think he'll lift the team, but it's definitely going to be a tricky task. But I'm going to stick my neck out and say 2-1 to the Saints.